Yeah, so far we've been talking for a total of 3 minutes, and we determined that A, you're a vampire.
Yeah.
B, you go to Goodwill once a week and get new clothes.
We have to make sure the lore stays fresh and interesting.
Of
After all,
course, yeah, we're
if only we were
constantly
recording that whole
developing
thing, I would have also heard about how I'm also you're also like the leader of the latest Power Rangers actually.
there's
Uh,
Power Rangers. Actually, I'm Team Sonic. Or
Team
sorry.
Sonic,
That was a
more
lesson
like
they
Team
learned.
Autism. Am I
That
right?
was a lesson that they learned in the
Did they
movie.
say together we are Sonic heroes?
Uh,
Don't
no,
tell me. I need to.
they haven't said that.
Well, now I can't
wait
watch
for
the
it.
movie.
Wait for it. All right, episode 4. I guarantee it's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. Movie 4. That's gonna be great. I still haven't seen movie 3, but it's
You
fine.
need to see movie 3. It was a sleeper hit for me. I
Mhm.
watched it just kind of on a whim because I'd seen the first 2, right? And I was like,
Yeah,
the first one's great. It's fine. It's definitely like a starting point for the franchise. And then
yeah.
2 was like a step down in a pretty dramatic way. And
I
so
enjoy 2, but that's just because Tails is my favorite character.
that's fair. That's fair. Now there were redeeming
Well, Tails
moments.
and Knuckles were really good in that movie. Sonic
Exactly.
was
It
he like
yeah.
had development, but it was like, is
They
there much
rehashed the
development?
character arc, but they
Yeah.
introduced my favorite character in the franchise right now, which is Idris Elba's Knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I tell you, that is the fun.
Do I
Like,
look
okay,
like I need your power? I
yeah,
can't be. I
maybe.
can't say it as sexy as Hey Can,
I
but
know,
one of
dude.
these days. One of these days.
Yeah, it's so good, and the third one only builds on that.
Oh yeah,
They're definitely running into a problem though because they keep introducing
they're
new
introducing a
characters.
bigger, more cast. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's what happens when you have an ensemble cast.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with
It's
something like Sonic, you have so many iconic characters
for
that
real.
if you leave
Yeah.
them out, it's like what the heck, man.
Yep. Yep. And that's
Uh,
I foresee that being a problem in the next thing. They're going to need to cut a
well,
character.
they're only going to be adding 2 more characters, to my knowledge. Because again, I've been
So you,
spoiled on some
yeah,
things,
you've already
but I don't
had
want
the
to
ending
talk about
spoiled.
it. Yeah,
I
like
see.
when it first came out, I was able to avoid a lot of spoilers, but
Right.
it's been out for a long time at this point.
It's been out that it was free without ads on Prime, and that's how I
Yeah,
watched it.
that says a lot. I think Jacob has it. I don't know if he bought it or if he has Prime, one of those two. But we'll watch it eventually. What I am excited for a video game movie though is Super Mario Galaxy.
Okay, I get it. I get it. But
Hmm.
why are they jumping straight from Super Mario to Galaxy? Galaxy's like year 20 in the franchise.
Because it's a great way to introduce more characters, and it's like, oh, we're not just in the mushroom character, we're everywhere. But
True.
also,
Yeah.
what are they gonna say? Super Mario Bros. 2? They should have called it. If they did that, they should have called it Super Mario Bros. Wii U. That'd have been great.
Yeah. See, they just had a lot of options, and they jumped to
Yeah.
their big gun. I mean,
I think they
Galaxy
really just
is like
wanted to
the
introduce.
best.
They wanted to
Yeah,
introduce
true.
Rosalina. That's the
I
only
mean,
reason.
I understand that. I
Because
completely
if we
agree.
did like,
Yeah.
I feel like Sunshine wouldn't make sense lore wise because
Hmm.
Mario's not really a world renowned hero yet.
True. Yeah.
Because at the
Right,
beginning of
so why
Sunshine,
are
he
we
gets
jumping to
locked
Galaxy?
away.
I thought Galaxy, the whole point of that was like Rosalina going, the world's ending, I need the help of the greatest hero in the universe, Mario.
I don't know. Maybe she's not looking for his help. Maybe she just stumbles upon him.
They did kind of change it up in the first movie, right?
Yeah.
They kind of swapped the lore around a little bit.
But
I'm not I ain't
very
mad at it.
excited. My favorite Mario character showing up in that movie.
Which one is that?
Bowser Jr.
Oh, was that in the trailer? Because I only
Yeah,
I guess I didn't
trailer.
see the latest trailer. I saw like half
yeah.
of one, and I went, "Oh, this is exciting," and then
Yeah,
didn't get to
because I
finish
think
it.
before it was just like a teaser of him just like sitting under a tree or something.
Maybe that's what I saw.
And this was, I think, the first official trailer, if not the second one. I don't remember. But I was like, "Whoa, are you there? This is crazy. Why does Bowser Jr. sound like a grown man? I guess it's fine."
Yeah.
But Bowser
You know what
Jr. is always been my
excited me
favorite.
though? So you know how like Marvel has that opening crawl sequence that they have that like dun 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 dun, dun right, and it's like flashing through all of their like cool franchise characters and all that.
Yeah,
They for the first time, maybe they did it on one of the other movies, but on Sonic 3, Sega had that. And I saw all of their all the video game franchises that I know, and I was kind of freaking out because I was like, "Oh my gosh, all these these hits that I think are so under the radar, like Valkyria Chronicles was like front and center on there, and I was so
Couldn't tell you much
excited.
about that. I don't
It
know too
was
many Mega Sega titles, unfortunately.
exactly like they're I mean they have so many that
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy that they're like, oh yeah, Sonic's our main one, and then I was just seeing all of these other ones on there that are like,
Because they
man,
do.
these
Let's
deserve
see.
movies too.
I think they do Streets of Rage. Definitely Jet Set Radio franchise.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of like the arcade, like little side scroller fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
Do they do
You know what I mean?
Contra?
Well, I don't know, and I was about to say I think they do Street Fighter, but I think that's wrong
No,
now.
that's Capcom.
That's Capcom. But there's a
Yeah,
movie coming out for that as well.
yeah, and so far the cast has been looking pretty solid.
I know
I
there's
don't
some
remember any
wrestlers
of the
in
cast
there.
anymore, but it's
Yeah.
like it makes sense though to have all
Hmm.
those wrestlers in there for sure.
I'm very thrilled that some of my OG faves are getting some
Yeah,
representation on the big screen.
because that's not the first time they made a Street Fighter like live action. They
Oh,
made a handful before,
yeah.
and it was like, how did we get here? I know one that we had growing up was like Chun-Li, and it was like her
Oh,
backstory, I guess. I don't really know, but it was
cool.
literally like none of this has anything to do with the story that I know about Chun-Li.
Oh,
I
I
think they
see.
just took the character and said, "Oh, we know a little bit about it. We'll make it work."
Yeah, yeah. It's a real
Unlike the
Tolkien
live action Mortal
compendium.
Kombat
Hmm.
movies, or at least the first one. That one's, I think, the best one. I don't think anybody had anything else to say about the other ones. That was good.
Yeah, well, that just entire genre was dragged down by those particular movies for the better part of 20 years.
Fair enough.
It's better if we just
Let it
let them
go.
slide to the side.
Yeah,
You
we'll
know,
just push it
if
over there.
yeah, if there's a reasonable remake request, it's a movie that literally killed the genre. Remake it 20 years later in a way that actually goes, okay, okay, there's cool stuff here.
Dang, my
That's why
nose is
I was telling
really
you, Sonic
greasy.
3, I've never seen a movie more up your alley.
Well, of course it is.
It's crazy. I can't. Yeah. I thought you were the one that told me to watch it in the first place because you're like, this movie is the
Probably.
greatest movie of all
I
time.
th- that's definitely what like that movie kind of opened the gateway for me for video game movies. Because
Ah,
it was like, dang, like they made this kind of independent story, but still followed a lot of the lore, and they had
yeah.
a whole bunch of Easter eggs, which I was really excited about.
Oh yeah.
Um, and then the second movie, again, I like that because Tails is in it, but they also had a lot
Sure.
more Easter eggs in that one, and did a lot more. So my main issue, let's talk about the Sonic movies real quick.
Oh no.
Uh, from a film enjoyer standpoint,
Sure. You're a critic. Everyone's a critic.
my
Yeah.
film critic, standpoint is the first movie focused too much on not the first and second movies both focused too much on not the more Mobian characters and
Yes.
focused too much on the human characters,
Yes.
which was fine in the first one, I guess. But why are we having a whole B plot about some wedding and like
Mm-hmm.
the sister's wedding and stuff like that when we're literally about to witness the end of the world?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's how I felt about the
I
second one.
very proudly, I am happy to say in the third movie, the human characters show up at the beginning and the end, and that's it.
And that's how it should be.
I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh,
Yeah.
I was looking at the opening scene of that. And I don't want to spoil anything for you, but the
You're
opening scene
good.
of that is them just like, a happy family moment.
Oh, I mean, the plot was spoiled for me, unfortunately, because
Oh,
it was spoiled in a way that I didn't realize was being spoiled at first, but because I am pretty solid at making inferences and foreshadowing,
uh-huh.
based on the trailers, how the first half of it was all happy-go-lucky, and the second half of it was all serious, whatever, because Shadow got introduced or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I've seen several TikToks that was like Sonic at the first half of the movie, and it's just like all sunshine and rainbows. Sonic in the second half of the movie, and it's like just hardcore everything. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. I'm guarantee you, my hypothesis was Shadow's gonna do something that messes with his friends and or family, and then Sonic's gonna get pissed off, and it's gonna cause him to almost do something he's gonna regret. But then he's gonna either get talked down by his friends or realize I'm not like you, Shadow. I'm Sonic the freaking Hedgehog.
Wow.
Um,
Word for word, man.
oh
Except it
yeah,
happened on the moon.
snap. That's right. Well, because that one took a lot of heavy story inspiration from Sonic Adventure 2, which does involve the
Oh.
moon.
I
Uh,
see. Okay, there were definitely two things in there that they
confused you.
didn't resolve at
Oh,
all.
I hate
First
when they
of
do
all,
that.
there was a literal terrorist attack on a Chow cafe. People died. I'm pretty sure they didn't show any of the dead bodies, but it looked like
What?
it was pretty bad.
Oh
And we
wow.
glazed past that. I was like, "What is this?" Like people legitimately were, covered in burn marks and stuff. It was kind of intense.
Oh my
And the
gosh.
second thing is, and I'm sure you've seen this, so stop me if they uh uh there's a right, so there's like a giant laser that's shooting at the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They of course save the world, but they cut the moon in half and then the movie ends. And that I don't really quite understand
Where
how
did the
that's
laser come from?
okay. Are they going to put the moon back together? It's
Where
literally
where did, where did where did the laser come from?
a,
Was it,
a space station weapon,
did
goes
it look
crazy,
like the
shoots a
moon?
whole. No, it wasn't. No, it
Oh,
was.
okay. Because in the game, um, is it Sonic Adventure or Sonic Adventure 2? I think it's Super Shoot. Anyways, in the game, Eggman creates a space station that looks like the moon in the sky, and then it turns around and reveals a giant laser cannon, and
Oh,
he shoots it and blows up the moon. So like, it's kind of accurate.
yeah.
So I don't know if they just. I don't know if we ever revisit that even in the games, or if the moon just so happens to be back together randomly.
Yeah, yeah. There was it was probably one of the funniest movies I've seen in a long time though. Like, and I've seen some actual comedies, quote
Mm.
unquote, that I've just like had like two or three laughs at. This was easily, at least like you were saying during the first half, a laugh every couple of minutes, like a legitimate like cackling laugh over like a one liner or something. That usually
Meow.
that kind of stuff tends to annoy me, and it's
Yeah,
like these
I
characters
think
are hilarious.
I'm glad that they've been evolving the characters as the movies have shown. Because if they kept Sonic One, like Sonic One,
Mm-hmm.
Sonic movie one Sonic in this movie, it would have been unbearable.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
I mean, he's still a little. He's got that like Marvel quippiness to him
Well, I mean, that's just him. He's a comic book character too.
naturally. Yeah.
Like he's always been. He's like canonically in the series. He's like 15, and he's
Mm.
like Spider-Man with his quips.
Yeah. That was another line that stuck out to me. Is they were gonna like shoot. They were trying to take Shadow right when Shadow's like trapped in the laboratory and they're like testing on him or whatever, and then they decide for whatever reason, we're gonna take him and kill him. And they one of the other characters is like, because it's Shadow and then this girl, right? That is his
Maria.
backstory trauma. Yeah,
Mhm.
Maria.
Everyone knows Maria.
Everyone knows Maria, right? And they're like going to like one of the soldiers is like going to shoot them, and like the director of the program is like, "Don't shoot, those are children." And I went, "Those are children? You mean she's a child and he's an alien life form? I don't know how he counts as a child. I
Because he was
guess
just born, I guess.
yeah, literally, he's like less than it. Well, no, because he came from a meteorite. We don't know where the meteorite came from. He could be 1,000 years old.
Well, you see, if you play Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh boy, oh no, the deep shadow lore going on.
Yeah,
Gracious.
his whole life is very complicated, actually.
Ah, yeah.
Because technically he's canonically over 50 years old. The
That's
Shadow
okay.
that we
I
know, I should
figured
say.
he doesn't exactly look like a child. He doesn't act like a child.
Well,
So
let
them
me
going,
phrase
they're children. Don't shoot. Like,
the
what are you
Shadow
talking
of
about?
of the present day is
Uh,
about
uh,
50 years old. Because he
as
gets
okay.
contained for like 50 years, and then
Yes.
like in secret, and then Eggman awakens him.
Well, okay, but is being
And
trapped in stasis? You're not aging. You're just
I mean, it's like Avatar Aang. He's still 12 years old, but he's
exactly.
technically 112.
Yeah, it's a time skip that makes you
Yeah,
a whole lot older than you actually are. But you're still
yeah,
mentally that age.
yeah. I suppose.
But he's
I
not
guess.
mentally a child. He's
No, I
mentally a
mean,
mass murderer who's like, I'm good to blow up the earth.
he's not a mass
He learns his lesson.
He's just traumatized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So is Paul Pot, but yeah, we don't talk about him.
Fair enough. I don't know who that is, but it's fine.
All the best mass murderers were traumatized. Yeah,
Oh
it's
no!
great.
I did have a few things I wanted to discuss today.
Oh
Or
yeah,
talk about.
sure.
One, I apologize, audience. I should have said this at the beginning. If I look tired, I've been running off about 3 hours of sleep.
If he
It's
looks
about
tired, it's because he is.
it's about 11:30. I've been up since 6 o'clock, 6:30.
You
Uh,
texted me at 6:30. You were already up and handling something, so you're
yeah.
probably
At
up at
that
like
point,
six,
I was up
five
at like
thirty.
six
Mm.
something. Yeah. Because as my job, we switch on call. It's my week for being on call. And so this is the first emergency I've had in like the last 1 or 2 months. And
Ooh.
somebody calls me and he's like, "Hey, there's this lady's apartment next to me is flooding." And I was like, "Okay, cool. We'll be there whenever we can." And
Yeah.
so I get there, and he also was like, "Yeah, there's also water on the first floor." That's never a good sign if there's a flood on the
Yeah.
third floor. If you see water anywhere else, because that means it's in the walls and it's real bad.
It's in the
And so I get
walls.
there. There's water. Actually, even before I see the water in the hallway, I go to clock in, and I just hear water just pouring,
Oh.
and it's pouring into our office in our copy
Oh.
room
Oh
that
god.
has our printer slash copy machine,
Yeah.
and another computer, and our computer that holds, and the machine that holds all of our resident keys.
Oh boy.
The computer that holds all of our resident keys is not turning on. So if
Still, it's like
somebody
still, or like when you get there, it's not turning
by the
on.
time I left, it still wasn't turning on.
Yeah.
But it's looking like, because the computer itself, because it's like one of those little small Dell ones, it looks like the computer itself is still on, because I see the lights are still on and everything. Because we never turn it off. But I think the monitor and the keyboard are donezo, because the water was just pouring onto those.
Oh gosh.
Then I can walk out, water all over the floor. It's about, because it's a hallway. It's about maybe 10 feet long, 10, 12 feet long, full of water. Kitchen, our kitchen has some water in there. The stairwell has water in it. And I'm just like, oh my God, how do we get there? What's going on? Because I'm thinking the whole time I'm on the way, I'm like, okay, the last time somebody flooded their apartment, they turned on the water to do dishes, and they had actually, like, they plugged it up to fill it up with water, and they forgot to turn it back off because they went and did
Oh.
something else.
Yeah.
I work with older folks, so like sometimes that happens. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just something like that. But then I was like, if she flooded her apartment, because I know the resident who lives in that is a woman. I was like, if she flooded her apartment, why wasn't she the one who called? Why did somebody else call? So that's why I was very confused. I get up to the third floor. I
Yeah.
talked, like, another resident is there, and he lives right next. She lives here. He lives across the hall diagonally. Across the hall from her apartment is 2 bathrooms, public bathrooms. The guy tells me he came out, saw water on the floor, and was like, "What's going on?" He thought it was coming from her apartment too, but then he heard water running from the bathroom.
Oh.
Somebody at some point in the night, which I'm even thinking as far back as to last night, turned on the water in the faucet, or turned on the
Yeah.
water in the sink, and plugged in. What's called?
Like stop the drain.
Stop the drain. So it filled up, and it just started spewing out. And we have drains in our bathroom, in those bathrooms. They're single bathrooms.
Yeah.
But we have drains in the middle of the room, but those drains have filters in them to catch, gunk and stuff.
Right.
So because of that, the water wasn't properly going down, and so
Mm.
it easily overflowed and spilled out everywhere.
Wow. That's like a terrorist
Uh,
act.
and that's what everybody's saying. Everyone's saying this had to have been done on purpose.
Yeah.
There's no way this was accidental. And I'm like, who did I piss off? I could have pissed off a lot of people, let's be
I don't
honest.
know, but that makes you a first responder. You can claim first responder cred now.
Dang, an essential worker?
You're an
Damn
essential
near
worker.
at this point.
Yep. Yep. No government shutdown's gonna stop you.
But it took me about 2 hours to fully pick up most of the water on the third floor. And then
Pick it up. What?
we use shop vacs to
okay.
pick up the water, drain it, pick up water, drain it. We don't have a water extractor. We're trying to get that with our like end of year budget kind of deal. If we did, this would have been a lot easier.
Yeah.
But because I just have shop vac, it was a long process. I guess my boss's boss, who I guess is also my boss, but anyways, he shows up. He's basically the property manager. He's like, "Hey, what can I do to help?" I was like, "Oh, there's another shop vac over there. Go get that." He's working on the first floor. He's not able to get much up because there's so much water by
Mm-hmm.
the end of it, as well as because there's still water on the upper floors. It's just constantly pouring down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
gravity or whatever. And so then I go talk to the residents whose apartment were probably affected. The one on the second floor, there's a little bit that got into her apartment, but not too much, which is good. The first floor doesn't have any right there. That's where the kitchen is. And I finally get to the third floor, and she was like, "Yeah, no, I saw the water." She had towels in front of her door on
huh.
both sides. So she knew the water was pouring in. She just never called about it. Had she called about it
Hmm.
prior,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been this bad.
Interesting.
Um, but cause she was like, "Yeah, I don't know what's going on," and like, I don't think she did it because she would have no reason to go across the hall to a bathroom when she has a
Yeah.
perfectly good working one with two sinks
Mm-hmm.
in her own house, her own apartment. But I was just like, why wasn't she the one who called if she knew that this was happening? Like, how are you? If you're living in an apartment, right, and it's the middle of the night or it's nighttime, I don't know. Let's just say this happens as far back as like 11, 12 o'clock. And you're just sitting in your living room and you see water just kind of pouring in through your door. You're not just gonna, "Oh, let me just put a towel down," because she said she even tried to
I would
stop.
investigate for sure.
She says she put, because there was a comforter out there and a couple other towels that were wrapped into the comforter, and I was like, "Oh, by the way, is that your comforter over there?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, that's mine. I had put it down to try to control it, but then I realized it was more than I could control." And then she just left it out there because she forgot about it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
again,
Fair enough.
she knew about it. She tried to stop it, but not once did she call.
Hmm.
And that's why I'm like, what? Well, how does that make sense to you? If I'm in this situation, I'm calling immediately. Because what do you
Yeah.
mean there's water coming into my apartment? Because I know, especially because I know I didn't do anything.
Right. Yeah.
But if there's something that I could do something to fix, yeah, I'd do something about it.
It's a very upstanding citizen moment of you right there.
This is just me as a person. I like to problem solve.
Well,
Uh,
sure, sure, but like I'm sure I told you about that like broken window that I like somebody. This was back when I was at UNT, and we were. It was me and DJ. We were just driving around. I think we were coming back from somewhere,
mhm.
and there was like a car that was there that had all of its windows shattered out. And we
Oh,
like I like drove past it and I was like, "Holy crap, dude, look at that thing." Like, what do you think happened there? And he's like, "I don't know, like maybe like like a Vengeance X kind of thing." And
yeah. I mean, fair enough.
I was like, "Yeah, that's understandable. There's like nobody around here. We should probably call the cops." And DJ went, "Don't call the cops." I was like, "What do you mean? Why not?" And he's like, "They're gonna think we did it." I'm like, "Why would they think we did this? This is
And why
like."
would we stay around if we did it?
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. I kind of understood what he was like thinking. Like maybe we just wanted to see the fallout happen, and I could track the logic, but I was like, that's crazy to me.
That's not the yeah.
I'm like a good citizen in the community. I trust the police. They've got my back.
I can't say fully same to everything you said, but it's fine.
To be fair, this was like peak. What era was that? George Floyd, maybe?
ACAB, Black Lives
Yeah,
Matter.
it was pretty
Fair
close to
enough.
that. I don't know if it was like
Can't
after
even
or
blame him
right
for that one
before,
then.
but I mean I
Tensions were
understood. That's why
high.
I was like I understood, but at the same time, surely the campus police, would be on our side of us, like calling the line and going, "Hey,
Did you
there's a
get?
car out here that has all of its windows shattered out. Do you know about this?" And they went, "No, no, we don't know about this. Where is it?" And we'd like describe the location, and then I very quickly drove us away because DJ was like, "We gotta get out of here, man."
You called the campus police or you called the front? The front.
The I think it was the campus police. I'm pretty sure it
Okay,
wasn't the actual police. It was just
gotcha.
yeah. I think we called like the
Valid
campus
though. Can't really
hotline.
blame him for that one.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
feel the same way. But I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, if I notice something's kind of off, usually I'll try to do something or say something about it. I'm like there was a day all of us were home. I think Esme was out, but all of us were home, and we were just chit chatting, whatever. And we just heard like this loud explosion,
Ooh.
and we all just go, "What the heck?" And so then we went to go investigate because it sounded like it came from our building. So we're like, if our building's going down, I'm not staying in here.
You know,
Uh,
reasonable, very reasonable.
and so we went down there, or we went down, and then Jacob was like, "I'm gonna go check the mail, and I'm gonna ask these people what's going on."
Yeah.
And so we were kind of walking around, just like looking at the other breezeway or whatever, and we just see people up there, like 3 or 4 guys just up there, like fanning stuff around, and this and this and that. And I was like, "Did they pop a firework? What the heck happened?" And
Oh
Jacob
my
came back, and
gosh.
he was like, "Yeah, no, I talked to him, and they said they don't know what happened. They just heard a loud noise too, and now they're just all out there." And I was like, "I swear to God, if they're doing something stupid and that's gonna burn my building down, I'm gonna throw a fit."
Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. Well, we mean they were like fanning stuff, like they had lit a like they had exploded a crock pot or something, and
I guess, yeah, and they just had
huh,
like I don't know if it was like pans or anything, but they were just fanning around. I guess I don't know. I
wild.
don't know these college kids, dude. But
Yeah.
yeah. So that was my morning. I dealt with
Jeez.
that for about 3 hours. We had water extraction there right now, so they're kind of taking care of anything left over, which is good. And
Ah.
then I came back home. I got McDonald's. Then I hopped back on my game. Um, which is the other thing I could talk about. But if you want to talk about something
Ah.
first, you can.
Well, the only thing that I've got, okay, so I do try to review my topics before we start, right? Because I kind of write some down during the week. I didn't do a very good job last week of actually tracking what's going on right now.
I
You're
don't
freaking
know.
me out. I didn't do a very good job of tracking what I actually talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't know. I don't know which one of these
Just
I
talk about
could
it,
talk
and I
about.
can just quick one, and I'll let you know if you talked about it.
I see. Well, maybe we'll pick this up after yours because
Okay, cool.
you actually have something prepared for this.
So I play video games.
We all
L-
do naturally.
yeah.
It's a part of
Lately,
life.
I've been doing my solo single player kind of stuff. And been having a blast. My current single player game is Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Um, and it's been a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
just hit a really big plot point in the story yesterday today, which was crazy. But the highlight of my week, because I play sporadically over time, just
Yeah.
because like I get busy playing other games or doing other projects, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
the last time I played prior to like this week was about a week prior. Maybe I just play on the weekends. I don't know. Anyways, but the last time I played, like last week, I had reached a point to where when I play RPGs, actually, it's an action RPG. When I play RPG games, I like to do all the side quests
All right.
as they come. So
It's just part
that's
of
what
the
I've been
content, you know.
doing.
It's
Yeah,
all part of the
absolutely.
game.
If it wasn't, why would it be there?
Yeah.
And so anytime I finish one of the main objectives or like the main storyline things, I'll go through the entire world to see if there's any new side quests that are available to me, and I'll
Okay.
go do them. And some of the ones that are available early on are things that lead to mini bosses,
Oh,
that are much stronger than you are at the base game or beginning of the game, obviously.
sure.
Um, and so I've been like scaling with them, or like taking them out as I scaled with it, because it'll give you like a recommended level, and it'll give you like either like the exact level or like a range, but it's usually towards the end of the range that is going to be that
Mm-hmm.
level. So like
Yeah.
one of them was like level 5 to 45, while others are like level 40 or like level 30, things like that. The one
Okay.
with the 5 to 45 is that because that one's supposed to take time, and each time
Oh,
you like each thing that you unlock to do that quest is going to require you to be at a higher level so you can actually work or play through that part.
I see.
um and so that specific one, let's that but yeah, there's three main quests that I was doing, three
Mm-hmm.
main side quests that I was that I had been working on over time.
Main
One of
side
them,
quest.
yeah, main side quests, yeah. One of them dealt with this place called the Necropolis, where they do
Mm-hmm.
necromancy. It's a cool place.
Yeah. Hell
There's
yeah.
this spirit, this evil spirit called the Formless One, and he started taking form as demons throughout the world. So you had to go around the world, slay them, and then come back and fight him. And so that's what I was doing at that point, and that one was like, oh, level 30 to 45 or whatever. I was like level 20 something when I was doing all those mini bosses, and so that was fine. I was doing what I could. At one point I accidentally activated that mini boss as well as another quest mini boss, and they were both attacking at the same time.
Whoa.
Would not recommend.
That's a nightmare scenario in World of Warcraft. I've dreamt that multiple times.
Oh my god, it was awful. I ran away. No, if I was getting jumped. I was getting jumped by both sides. So I paused it, loaded the save back to right before I started started the first one, and said, let's just do this one at a time.
Smart move. Yeah.
Because that was also the first time I had done the demon taking form quest. So I didn't know that I was going to have to fight one of those while dealing with the other thing. And so at the end of that one, you fight him, and he takes the form of a dragon. Of an undead dragon.
That screenshot you sent me was, I just saw like a weird floating face, and you said it's a dragon.
That's
like,
something else.
Not a dragon, but okay.
No. That's something completely different. And no, that's not a dragon. Okay. I might have misspoken that text. But so you got to fight this necromancy undead dragon.
Nice.
He's level 45. He was level 45.
Jeez.
I was not.
Yeah.
I was level 30 or 31 when I first tried to do that quest. It's my first time I encountered a dragon.
Oh.
Not it.
Yeah, starting with the undead dragon is never a good move.
Just kidding, no. Green. He was level 40. He wasn't level 45. And I was like, I got killed. So I said, I'm going to go focus on this other main side quest instead. The other main side quest is the other guy that popped up that I did when I was fighting two bosses. That one you go throughout the world, fight mini bosses, and then go to this place that's like the Interrealm, where you can travel to any place in the world essentially. And those open up, and you fight another mini boss.
But that's just you made an Interrealm audio reference in the middle of this.
Yeah,
I dig it.
That's what I've been referring to this whole time. Every time I talk about it, I didn't know that was specifically an audio thing, but it's the Interrealm.
That's amazing. Wow. Well, maybe it is other stuff. That's what I call it in mine. Yeah.
But yeah, you take out the mini bosses. You go back to the Interrealm area called the Crossroads. And then you open up a path, and there's another boss. I guess it's a boss waiting for you. And those also scaled with you, and it went like 25, no, 30, 35, 40. And I beat the first two. I beat the 30 and the 35 easy. No, not easy. I struggled with them, but I beat them without dying, and I was still like under level 30. So I was like, this next one can't be too bad. He was level 40. He's all range. And I am a warrior.
Yeah.
The only range I have is one of my abilities, and I can throw my shield. So
you don't have like mobility options, like a dash attack or
I can do a little dash and a roll, and I can sprint. Sprinting in that game, fun fact, does a really good job at dodging a lot of attacks that are long range.
Yeah. Why stand in one spot when that arrow is coming directly for that spot that you're standing
Exactly. In? I've never played a Souls game before, but the parry mechanic is pretty big in this game.
Yeah.
Or at least as a warrior. And so I've been trying to get better at that, but my problem with this and why I'm going to suck at any Souls or Soulsborne game is I get too aggressive, and I just start swinging, and I lose focus of their attack pattern, and I'm like, shit. Until I remember after getting my ass kicked a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back and be like, okay, let's just take a breather. Let's just wait for him to attack us first.
This is very coming from a side-scrolling fighting game mentality.
Oh, absolutely.
I just hit the buttons and you're gonna die before I die. You can't.
I just gotta get to you and touch you once you're done.
Exactly.
No, you're chipping away at this guy. But I beat that guy. And then it opened up a new path or another path after beating the 3 champions. You needed their essences. That path opened up, and there's this thing called the Blight, which I guess would be kind of akin to the Contagion, but not
Sure,
really.
like a sickness kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, a big sickness, but like it's infecting the land too.
The
And
blight.
so it opened up into this like long tunnel of just straight like blight that was
Oh,
there. And
cool.
so I'm running down and I'm talking I'm sending a voice note to my friend who's already beat the game a few times, but
Okay.
he really enjoys the Dragon Age franchise. And so I'm like, yeah, I finally beat this guy. I'm so excited. Now I'm going to go down this corridor. And then I was like, this better not. Oh, actually, I'm out of sorry. This isn't in order at all. So I did do that. I lost to that first undead dragon.
Right.
But that was a while ago. So then yesterday or the day before, um, I'm like, I'm gonna lock in this game. I haven't played this game in over a week. I need to get some kind of work done. And so I realized there was another side quest that takes time the um over the span of the game because you have to unlock certain abilities or unlock certain
Right.
pathways, but you can only do
Sure.
that by continuing the story, things like that. And so I'd finished that first part already, and I didn't realize that because the first part is there's these statues that you have to go interact with. They show you hidden treasures, you collect them, that's it. And then from there, you go into the main area where you live called the Lighthouse, which is also in the Interrealm area.
Okay.
Um, and it unlocks memories of the god being old elf, what's it called? Elder elf that's trapped in your head, which that's the whole plot of
Oh.
this. He's a character who kind of is the reason why a lot of this shit in the world is happening in a bad way.
I
And
see.
he's tried to fix it multiple times throughout the series, apparently. And it just other things just keep happening every time he tries to do it.
Okay.
Um, this time we stopped him from doing what he was trying to do, and in doing so, we hit our head, we drew blood, and his magic, he does kind of blood magic stuff, and so because of that, we are now connected through that. But since we stopped him, it also allowed 2 elven gods to escape from the prison that he was trying to close. Um,
Okay.
It's a whole thing. But yeah, so he's
Yeah.
trapped in our head. So now and we see his memories throughout the crossroads.
Right.
And then in the lighthouse, we see like after you collect those wolf statues, it unlocks murals in the lighthouse and
Wolf
it shows
statues.
yeah, his name is the Dread Wolf. Well,
Okay.
one of his names is the Dread Wolf. He's also the god of lies.
So you put
Um
bling across the world and you have to collect it.
Essentially,
Cool. All
yeah.
right.
And then once you collect them all, you go back to the lighthouse, and there's places where you can put the statues, and they
Yeah.
reveal murals that are his biggest regrets.
Oh,
And so
cool.
you learn a
Okay.
lot about him and another god that he betrayed,
Hmm.
twice. No, once. He didn't betray. She got betrayed by the other gods that are now freed at this point, and then he betrayed her by killing her and taking her power.
Nice.
Um,
As you do.
but we find out through that elves are actually or elves started off as spirits, and these gods that we're dealing with are actually the first elves. These were the spirits that took physical form, and that's
Right.
what how the elves began.
Oh.
Which is pretty
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so then you go through that, learn all that stuff, and then somebody else shows up in the crossroads, and you're like, wait, how did you get here? And I was like, she's a reincarnation of that god that he killed, isn't she? And she was like, yeah, I'm not her, but I am kind of her vessel. And so like, I have all of her memories. I have a fragment of her inside of me. And I was
Nice.
like,
Okay.
so I freaking called it. What the
Yeah.
heck? And so we have this dialogue and then she's like, here, I'll open up this other path because I have this power for whatever reason. There's another fragment of this god over there that will help you, that can help you in the future, but you're gonna have to fight her and
Ah.
survive. And I was
Yeah.
like, even my character and I was like, the everything about this seemed easy except for the survive. Can't
Right.
you talk to her? And she explained that each of these fragments are different not timeline, but lifetimes that could have happened. And she
Oh.
the god hates being wrong, and so if the 2 fragments interacted, they'd be like, oh, so this is the life I could have lived, so the one I lived was wrong, and they would end up fighting like on site. I think she just didn't want to
Interesting.
fight, but anyways. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
what you can do, you can either go to her and fight her immediately, or you can try to talk her into lending you her power.
I see.
And me being the character that I am, he's not he's not a very aggressive or like stern kind of guy. Most of my interactions are more comedic, lighthearted
Yeah.
type beat. And so the lady, she had also told me that don't pity her and don't flatter her because she hates those things. And
Okay.
so I'm going through this dialogue option. She's like, "Why should I give you my power?" And I'm doing great. And then I'm on the last option, and I'm assuming that if I choose the right answers here,
Yeah.
um then she'll give me her power. It's be great. I told her that I'm working with the god that killed her, and she was like, "Why do I care about him?" And you're supposed to say you should have respected him for sticking true to his conviction. But instead, me being me and trying to, appeal to the emotional side, I said,
Ah.
"I'm sorry that happened to you." And that pissed her off.
Oh yeah.
She jumps off the cliff that she's been standing on. Like, she doesn't jump off, she falls back and then turns into a dragon.
Nice.
And that's my second encounter with a dragon. And so
Okay.
I said, "This isn't what I wanted. This is not what I wanted." So I saved that. I reloaded, did the whole thing again, and then did it. If I did talk her down or talk her into helping me, and I got some cool weapon.
Nice.
But then I was like, okay, here's what I'll do, because this is the route that I wanted, but this feels a little disingenuous that I did that. Granted, I do that with certain dialogue options to get the favor of certain people
Hey, there's
that
nothing
are in
wrong
my
with
group.
save scumming. It's a video
Exactly.
game.
And so I was like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go fight this dragon, and if I can make it through, then I'll decide if I want to do that route or this route,
Yeah.
because it doesn't impact too much, except for there's gonna be a moment where she'll swoop in and do a good chunk of damage to one of the later boss fights. I
Yeah.
looked it up to be sure. Um, and so I was like, okay, cool. Let's just see what we can do. I'm level 33.
Okay.
She's level 45.
Okay.
I don't remember how I did it, but somehow I beat her.
Wow.
It took about 20 to 30 minutes to beat her, though.
Nice. Yeah. The
It was
slow
rough. It was that's like the definition of slow burn, baby.
death by
But
a
I finally
thousand
beat her,
cuts.
and so then I was like, well, which path do I want? Like, this is the path that I wanted originally. But you know what? I feel vindicated and accomplished by killing my first dragon. I'm going with this route.
Hey, all right. You went
So I
with the
stuck with
fate
that.
choice after all.
Yeah. So then, because of that, that's when I went back to do the level 40, the level 40 mini boss fight with the
Yeah.
guy that was long range, because that's the one that I died to last week too. So I was like, dang it, I'm just gonna come back and do this another time. And so after being a level 45 dragon, I was like, that can't be bad. I can't
Yeah.
lose to a level 40. It was rough. I'm not gonna lie. He had BS moves, but it's fine. I ended up killing it. And so that was the last of the 3 champions. That whole route opened up. It's all blight. I'm talking to my friend, or voice noting my friend. I'm like, dang, this is really like disturbing to go through. And there's a part that it goes into a slide, and then just a slight corridor, and then it opens up. So I go down the slide, and I see it open up, and I said, I have to do this for comedic effect. I said, I swear to God, if I have to fight another dragon, I'm gonna lose my shit. And so I walk into the area, and it's gonna go into a cutscene. For just a single frame before the cutscene, I see the dragon pop up and then disappear, and then it goes into the cutscene.
Oh no.
And I said, "It's a dragon! Nothing one!"
Oh gracious.
And not only is it a dragon, it's a blighted dragon, which makes it even worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did die to that dragon the first time. It's level 50. I'm level
Gosh.
33.
Yeah.
So I'm losing my mind because I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I wasn't going to go back and fight it, except for the fact that I managed to get it down to about a quarter of its health on my first run.
Oh, okay.
And mind you, I didn't realize that it had weaknesses and strengths. It's weak to fire and strong against ice. I had a person who did fire and a person who did ice helping me.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like, we're gonna run it back.
Nice.
And so we ran it back with a person who does fire, and then a person she has a bow and arrow, and she does like piercing damage. But she also has a healing skill, and so excuse me. She also has an auto healing skill after I go down to a certain amount of health. So I ran out of potions. She kept healing me, and then I could also have her heal me like actively as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would keep healing myself and fighting this dragon. This one took closer to like 40 minutes, I'm gonna be honest.
Gracious.
This was a battle of attrition. I got it down to like the last like third or quarter of its health again, and it has this ability where it blinds you so you don't have access to your teammates, and it does it like 2 or 3
Oh.
times during the battle after
Yeah.
you get it to a certain amount of health, and you only get out of that after you chip away a certain amount of health again. So it blinded me again, and I was losing my mind because this was an ice dragon when I first started the battle.
Right.
Once it gets down to half health, it decides to turn into a fire dragon. It's still
Oh.
weak to fire, but it's using fire now. And then when it gets down to a third or a quarter of its health, it uses ice and fire, but then it starts using electricity as well. And after thinking about it, I realized that's the elements of the 3 champions that I killed, so that does make sense. As well as
Oh.
the blackout
Mm.
the blackout blinded feature
Lore
or
tie-in.
thing was also from one of those guys.
Yeah.
I thought it was bullshit. Um, and I got to a point to where I was getting bombarded with elemental attacks. It kept jumping at me and swinging at me. I had figured out most of its movements. I had 1 health. If I had already used my 1 revive,
Uh-huh.
if I got hit again, I was gonna die. I had already given up at that point. I'm gonna be honest. I gave up and I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm so mad. I'm gonna lose. But something in my mind remembered, if I can get out of this blinding, I can get healed by my teammate.
Oh, yeah,
And
okay.
that drove me enough to survive somehow by the grace of God.
Power of
And
friendship
I made it
compels
out of
you.
there. She healed me. I had her heal me again. I had the other one just keep breathing fire at it. And
Yeah.
her healing is also the shortest cooldown on everybody. Hers is only 18 seconds. So I got healed and I said, let me make sure I stay alive until I can get healed again.
Yeah.
Um and so it was so stressful. But I finally killed that dragon, and I felt so vindicated, especially after dying the first time. And it was
Mhm.
so nice. I felt so good that I said, you know what? What's a third dragon? So then I go back to the necropolis and I fight him. That battle was the hardest one out of all of them, even though he was the
Like,
weakest out of all of them,
yeah.
because he was electricity, which is fine. I dealt with that with the other one. But he calls in undead cronies, and they just do
Oh.
chip damage to you and just keep
Yeah.
hitting on you. And it's like a small army of them, and like you have a little bit of time to take them out. But then he jumps back into the fray. So now you're trying to kill all these little guys. He has an overshield, a magical overshield, and he's trying to take you out at the same time. I'm losing my mind.
That's an intense fight for
It
sure.
was so stressful. That one was more stressful than level 50.
Yeah.
But I killed him too.
At
And
least
I
then you're
was,
only dealing with one enemy.
yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
And I was so happy. Then when I got home today, I was like, let me continue through this mission that I started. Cause so the picture I sent you is the visage of one of the elven gods that's trying to destroy everything.
Okay.
Her
Yeah.
name is Gillinane. I'm getting very congested right now. I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
That one sneeze earlier.
Ugh, Jesus. I can't breathe. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna talk like this now. But no,
You're full nerding out.
shut
It's
up.
summoning up. It's summoning up the
It
phlegm.
is. It's wild. But yeah, the 2 elven gods, they both have archdemons,
Yeah.
and the archdemons took the form of dragons. So we're in this place, however you say it. It is a fortress for the wardens, which I guess would be kind of like Lothar. I don't know.
Sure. Okay.
Their whole thing is destroying the blight, demon spawn. What are they called? Dark spawn and archdemons. That's like their biggest thing. And to
Cool.
kill
All
an
right.
archdemon, I think they have to sacrifice their life. It's a whole thing.
Nice.
But like that's what they live for. And it's to the point to where they like I don't know if they inject themselves or they consume it, but like they and blight in their system
Mm,
to have that connection a little bit, so they can physically feel whenever an archdemon is around,
cool.
which is
I
pretty
diggin'.
cool.
Yeah.
It's almost not druidic. What's the other one?
Thanos. We use the
Yeah,
blight to destroy the blight.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Uh, but what ended up happening is it's attacking. They're attacking this fortress, and it's a whole thing. They're getting wiped out. We're like, we have to help them. And so there's this dragon killer or this archdemon killer essentially, and so
Yeah.
we have to run around the entire fortress to get over there, and then we lure the dragon over there. It takes it down, or it takes him down, takes down the dragon in a cutscene, so I don't have to fight it. I'm like,
Nah.
thank God. And then we go to kill the archdemon, and
Yeah.
then the guy who goes to kill it gets caught by the elven god. Gets caught, like they physically show up and grab him and
Oh,
use
okay.
the blight inside of him
Yeah.
to change the form of the dragon into something else. And now I'm fighting essentially a hydra.
Oh,
But it only
sick.
goes one head, then two heads, then three heads, instead of a whole bunch at one time. Because
Oh,
she
okay.
herself, I don't even know how to describe her. She's very like Medusa like. It's kind of weird. But anyways, so that's what I was doing before I got on here. Was
Nice.
dealing with that. Because I wasn't fighting another dragon, but I sure as hell wasn't fighting something normal. It was stressful.
Yeah.
But it's a
No,
lot of
that
fun.
you not fighting a dragon. That's like me going, all the dragons in Onio are dead, and then throwing like a drake, what I call a high dragon, right? Is that a mixture of the two?
Oh, and then let's not forget about the worms.
Worms.
The wormlings even.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that's been my experience for the last couple of days, and I've been
Yeah.
riding that high. On top of I got to see Chris yesterday,
Hey,
so that was
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
So like the high was real high.
Yeah. Oh,
And then
yeah.
this flood thing happened. And I'm
You
like, dude,
know,
I'm so tired.
contextualize. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my TED Talk.
That's
I get to
amazing.
kill 3 dragons.
I want to play Dragon Age so bad. I think I told you, maybe I mentioned it on here, that I played the like opening sequence of Dragon Age Origins,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, this is a big game.
It's huge.
I know. I like don't have time. I still have it installed because I'm like, if I get time, I'm gonna do it. But
Keep going.
yeah. There's a couple of games that are very much like that I still have in the pipeline that I want to try and get through. But one of them that we've been slowly chipping at, like every Thursday night, right? I play games with my friend group that's down here where I live.
You don't play games with me, John. Why don't you play games with me?
It's
fine.
Because I'll tell you why. It's because I have to schedule. I have a scheduled time to play video games. It's Thursday nights. That's like when I play them. Yeah, I play like mobile games because that's the only time I'm ever able to actually sit down and game.
I guess that's fair.
And so Thursday nights, right? We've been playing through Baldur's Gate 3 very slowly. And
Yeah.
I fully intend on playing this game by myself and like really experiencing the story and whatnot. But this time, they've all played it some, and their characters are very like, we have like a rogue assassin kind of guy. We have a frontline druid, like turns into an owl bear, go and destroy stuff. I don't know if you played Baldur's Gate 3.
Everyone keeps telling me to.
Yeah,
I just
that was
don't
my
have money
experience.
for it.
I understand that. I got it on sale for like maybe 20% off on the last big Steam sale.
Yikes.
It's still fresh. I could easily have waited a couple more years and then played this and had a great time. But we're playing through it right now, and the third person is like a paladin kind of big smite attacks. I'm playing a bard because I'm like, okay, we have 3 attack characters. I'm gonna play a support. Oh, I'm playing a blizzard, a bard wizard. So that I have the utility and all this to like, keep my teammates up and active and handle all of the weird magic stuff that we have to deal with. The way my build works is I'm actually super dumb, but I have a magic headband that makes me smart. So as long as I have this headband, I'm great.
See. That's great. I love that for you.
it's a very weird build, and I've just otherwise dumped into charisma. I'm kind of designed more as like the face of the party, talking to people. And
Mm-hmm,
I don't want to spoil anything because I don't think you can spoil anything really because the game plays so differently every time.
mm-hmm.
But we're in the middle. There's 3 acts in the game. We're in the middle of Act 2, and I don't know how this keeps happening, and I don't know why the developers keep putting this in, but I have successfully managed to talk my way out of 3 boss fights. And the way that I've talked my way out of it is I've convinced the opponent to kill themselves and stop the fight from happening. It's kind of crazy.
I don't know if you've told me that or if I've just heard about that before, but I
It's
think
very possible that I don't think I've told you about this because it just
I've
happened
definitely
again.
heard about it.
It happened again almost twice in one session. Like one time, I convinced like a group of a group of scientists to kill the lead scientist for science. Another one was a demon that was like, I can't leave this place. I'm trapped. I have to keep killing everybody. And I was like, he's like, I have to kill everybody until the end of time or something like that. And I'm like, well, you're gonna keep doing that until you kill yourself. And he's like, girl, fair point. Bang. And then we boss fight done, right? And then the third one was this creature that was made of gold, and it was like trying to collect all the gold, like a tax collector. And I convinced the tax collector to give the gold back to the people, and it exploded. And that was the end of the boss fight. And we didn't know how to beat the boss fight regularly. And I just managed to talk it into exploding. And
That's
then there was a
wild.
4th fight that it turns out wise than the developer's part because I would have done it a 4th time.
Mhm.
Is there's this big, I think end of Act 2 boss that you're kind of dealing with the entire time. And I talked him down to the point where he was like, kill me. Just kill me. Get it over with. And I was like, okay, this isn't him taking himself out, but he's like offering his head to the sword to be cut off. It's like the same kind of thing. Unfortunately, he always is supposed to fight his way back from that. He kind of, draws upon his inner strength. He goes, you know what? I'm not a coward. I'm not going to take this way out. I'm gonna fight you to the death, and that's like just how it ends. So
That's wild.
canonically, I talked this dude down to the point of him offering himself to die. Like I don't know how this keeps happening, but
That's such a John thing though,
I
let's be
didn't
honest.
understand. I'm like not even a fighter. My character has no offensive capabilities. I can
Mhm.
hold monster, I can hold person, I can buff my allies, and I can talk my enemies into taking themselves out of the fight and not needing to fight them at all.
Mhm.
Mathematically, I've done more damage than my entire party combined
That's
because I've
because you
taken
took
out
out all the hit
4
points.
bosses. Well, I took out 3 bosses and almost took out a 4th boss.
That's
That's
so
like
crazy.
400 health, 300 health, 300 health. It's like 1,000 hit points worth of damage that we didn't have to do. It's
I
crazy.
I was gonna
I've
ask
never
you,
played a bard before, but
like, just
uh
in general?
yeah, in
Really?
actual D&D, I've never played a bard, and I want to so bad because I have now seen the capabilities of what they could do in the game.
Well, here's the thing about that. If your DM doesn't like what you do, and they might not let you, you might get good
That's
rolls, but it still might not be enough.
they
That's
do. I've seen a lot of like community posts where people are like, even if you roll a 30, if the dragon doesn't want to bone you, you can't bone the dragon. And
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, just say no to the bards. Every single one of these felt like where the DM should have gone. No,
No.
he's
Yeah.
not going to explode in gold and the fight's over. You're going to have to do the fight. Damn it, I spent time prepping this fight. We're gonna do it. Yeah. So I don't know what these people are on, but I now kind of want to know how many people in this game. I'm on a mission.
See how
Every
many people
single
you can get
one,
to kill
I want to
themselves.
try and get them to kill
Oh
themselves
my
before the
god.
fight.
I mean, I can tell you as I've played canonically or like long term one bard, it's fun. It's definitely fun for role play.
Yeah,
What's it called? As you have seen,
sure.
Pendleton, love him,
He's a great character.
and it's interesting. It's definitely different for somebody as somebody who likes to be in the front lines all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, sure.
I don't know how I always find myself in the front lines no matter what class I choose
Even
when
when
I
you're not
really
supposed to.
shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And that's just how it's always been. Even in
Just play a barbarian, man. Play a paladin. I
I haven't
promise you.
played a barbarian. I think I've played a paladin. It's my
Mm.
boss. Hold on. You can keep talking. Keep talking.
Well, we are at an hour. We could call it right here. He's gonna yap to his boss for a second. Deuces out, everybody. We'll see how this goes. Yeah. So Baldur's Gate 3, very fun game.
I'm back.
Did you get the water fixed?
Oh, he called the wrong person.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. Because he's like, yeah, did you get it out here yet, or get out here yet? And I was like, what? I didn't get a call. Another one. He goes, oh shoot, wrong person.
Oh gosh. That's a roller coaster. Heart stop and then restart
listen,
again.
I was like, not again. There's no way.
Yeah.
I think the biggest reason why I haven't invested in Baldur's Gate is one, money, but two, because I feel like I don't play D&D enough to really enjoy it. And D&D is kind of the only D&D and Pokemon are the only turn-based games I enjoy, really.
Oh, sure.
Or I guess except for a few like tactical RPGs like Advance Wars, which I still haven't even beat that game. That's a whole other conversation. Oh,
It's like
I
a
also
25-year-old game.
I like the Mario and Luigi games.
Oh,
Like
the RPG ones?
Yeah. I forgot
Yeah,
about
those are
those.
great.
Okay, I like
Those
those.
are
I like
awesome.
those. Oh, and I guess I do like. Okay, so I'm a liar. I do like a lot of them. I just don't play them very often.
Yeah,
And I feel like
that.
if I got Baldur's Gate, that would fall into that same trap, which is I think why I like not Baldur's Gate, Dragon Age so much.
Yeah.
Dragon Age, this one, the Veilguard specifically, because this one plays like an action RPG the whole way through essentially.
Yeah.
Versus the last one, Inquisition, where you could play it as an action RPG or you could play it turn based.
Oh, I see.
And so it's kind of interesting to do it that way, but I tried to do it turn based for a while, and I was just like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I like being
it's
in
also
the
a
action.
really long game, like really long.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm aware about that.
Signing up for games that are like 100 hours long, it's a marathon.
I mean, I can't really say much right now. I'm currently at 48 hours.
That's what I'm saying. You're playing a game just like that.
Yeah,
I have.
So
about
I don't have
4
time
games.
to invest in it right now.
I've started 4 games that are like 100 hours long. Going, yeah, I'll just run through these real quick, and then went, never mind. I'm gonna wait, and when summer comes, man, I'm gonna have such a great time. And
100%.
no, summer has not come yet.
I bought the game again on my computer.
Yeah. Which one? Dragon Age?
Dragon Age, yeah. I just like the game so much.
Sure.
But also, because maybe I'll think about modding it, but more so then, because I have this character, and now I have another character. And that one is going to be a mage. And I've never played a mage in the Dragon Age games.
Oh, yeah.
So that's like going to be very interesting. Also, apparently, in all the Dragon Age games I played, my first character has always been an elf, and that's never on purpose. It just happens.
Elves are cool.
They're always a brown or dark-skinned elf.
Nice.
That the color is on purpose, but the elf wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what we talked about the nickname things last week, or like character nicknames last week, and how or like how I had certain names for whenever I made video game characters and things like that.
Yeah.
His name is not that, because Ziz doesn't sound cool as an elven name. His name is Callias Aldweir.
That's a badass name.
Right? I didn't make his name. I just pressed random because I was like, I don't know how to make an elven name. Yeah. But I made him based on. No, they call him Rook because that way they don't have to say individual names.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what's it called? I made him he is based off of the Ziz character, so this is technically Ziz as an elf.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah. It's pretty fun. I'm also romancing up the one of my fellow elf.
Yeah.
His name is Davrin. He has a griffin named Asan, and he loves the thrill of the chase.
That's adorable. Yeah. I love that the games they put that like the romance angle in there. I for the first time in the game yesterday, or rather on Thursday, I should say, in Baldur's Gate, there's this character that lives in the camp. You have a bunch of companions that you can try and romance in the game, and in our run, most of them are dead because of various reasons. I didn't really have anything to do with it. But there's this one companion that just follows you around. You can't kill him because he's literally like an undead god or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the respec character. So you can pay him and you can remake your character. And I
Okay.
did that for the very first time. And it turns out that was my first interaction with him. And because I never really needed to talk with him before that, I thought he was just there to respec. And so I went over there to talk to him to respec, and he was like, this is literally like word for word. The conversation with it was like, "Hey, I've been following your group around for a very long time, and you're the only one that hasn't taken a lover." And I went, "My guy, whoa, where is this coming from?"
John's like, dang, that hit too close to home.
I was like, "What is
Chill.
wrong with you?" Like the options were like, okay, or there was the fourth option. The one that I chose was, "Why do you care, you ugly undead bastard?" And he's like, I don't know. He was saying something like, life is, as someone who is dead, you want to live life to the fullest and find your way in the world, find somebody." And I was like, "Screw you, dude. Let me respec. I did not need you to attack me right now. Half of our companions are dead. All right. It's not like I could romance any of them if I wanted. I get it. You're an undead bastard. Get out of here. Let me respec." And he was like, "Fine. Just wanted to put my 2 cents out there." What a jerk! What an absolute maniac! Like
That's wild.
I couldn't believe it. I completely had it. I was in shock, and then I had to sit with that in my head while I was respecking in front of him, going like, "I'm gonna kill this guy someday. How do I get him to kill himself? He's dead already. How do I do this?"
That's funny as fuck, though.
I couldn't believe it. I was actually in shock. But yeah, that was my experience at Baldur's Gate. And it's a very video game movie heavy time this time.
You can see my scalp so clearly from the top
Stop
of my head.
checking don't bald check the camera right now.
Like, if you look at the side of it, it's so thick, and then up here it's just so thin.
See,
And I can physically feel it going back.
I've got a line right there. See?
This is what 27 is, I guess.
We could do the forehead check, right? It's not bad. It's not bad. Weirdly, look at that, right? What's up with that?
Is that a burn mark? Tanjiro?
Oh, you see that right there?
Oh.
It's like just a slight little divot. Yeah. Other than that,
Can't relate. This is the longest I've had my hair in quite some time, because usually I'm like, oh, I can see / feel the baldness of my head happening. I have to cut my hair short again.
You can feel the baldness happening?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, I just feel how it's so thin. I can
you mean physically
feel
with your hand?
My scalp very easily, and where it starts and stops. It stops right here, and then it gets really thick. I'm literally gonna have that the old black man just hair like this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey, you could always go to Turkey and get hair plugs.
I don't know. I mean, I'm covered in it, so it wouldn't be the worst thing.
Well, John Cena, what they do is they take the hair that's down here and they transplant it to the top of your head.
Oh.
So it's actually, it's not like, artificial. It's real. They're taking stem cells basically from your head, putting it back on your head.
Stem cells?
Something like that.
Women in STEM.
Probably not the right word for it, but yeah. All right, we're yapping. We're yapping at this point.
We are yapping.
We're so off the deep end.
I'm not gonna lie to you. My eyes are getting heavy.
Yeah, I think. Thanks for listening, everybody. Let's go ahead and call it here.
All right.
Any last words for the people? Don't flood your apartment, please.
Don't flood, please, God. Don't go to maintenance
either. If you see something, say something.
Exactly.
Don't put a towel down.
Say something. It wasn't even just one. It was like 6, dude. And then the comforter was also wrapped up, several other towels were wrapped up in the comforter.
Yep.
And it was just sitting in the water, soaking.
Yep.
Anyways,
don't be like that, people. Be an upstanding citizen like me.
If you are going to do something, say something about it too.
Yeah. Power
be a
to
hero.
People. Let's bounce out of here.
Black Pat.
Wow.